They may have thrown you to a pit. It doesn't matter. They may have sold you out. It doesn't matter. They may have accused you. It doesn't matter. They may have imprisoned you. It doesn't matter. The Bible said, until the time that his word came, the word of the Lord tried him. The king sent for to lose him. Even the ruler of the people, he made him lord of his house and ruler of his substance, to bind his princes at his pleasure and to teach his senators wisdom. I prophesy over someone, everything God told you, with your eyes you will see them manifest. You know, sit down for a moment, please. Romans 15 verse 4 said, the things that were written aforetime, he said they were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope. This is why these stories were gazetted. They were curated, chronicled for you, so that whatever you go through, you will not stagger. The first area where faith is tried is in delay in God's promises. Number two, second area where faith is tried is in the area of lack and scarcity. God will speak to you. You will know you are at the center of God's will, but you will not have the wherewithal to support that thing. Nothing frustrate like that. I'm sending you as an evangelist to bring my power to the nations of the world, and then you are there. You don't even have a microphone to preach the gospel. When your faith is about to be challenged, one of the areas where to be challenged is in the area of lack. I know it personally. This one, I know it. I may not have experienced delay much, but this one, I tell you, I know it. I will close my eyes, I will see nations. The other time, I went to pray with one of our senior brothers. As I laid on the altar praying, I saw flags of nations. Flags were passing. I woke up. I told him, this is what I saw. We held hands, prayed. I laid down again. I had another dream. They gave me perfume, gave him a perfume. His own perfume had a sword. And the man is an intercessor indeed. And my own perfume had flags of nations. But guess where I was? Laboring in a secondary school, earning 25,000 naira in a month, talking for 14 hours. In one of the schools, I taught mathematics, I taught physics. When the integrated science teacher was not around, they now added that to me. When I come home, my head will be juggling. I teach physics in SS3, teach mathematics in SS2, teach physics in SS1, then go to JS2 and teach integrated science. If you come home, your head will be like maybe a football that the 22 players finish playing and they put on your neck. 14 to 16 hours every month. When you finish 25,000, this 25,000, they are cutting 20 naira for every day you came late. They improved it to 50 naira, so you can't even collect the 25,000. Sometimes it's 18,000 you are going home with. Out of the 18,000 you have paid for bike, 8,000 in a month. So you hire a bike man who takes you to school and bring you back. At the end of the month, you collect this 18,000, you give the person 8,000. You are going home with 10,000. And this 10,000, sometimes debt has eaten more than 9,000 out of it. So at the end of the month, your salary, even your tithe, will require faith to take it out. But God said, you will go to nations. All the people we trusted in, my only uncle that all of us thought was the bailout. They promoted him, prison officer, gave him a car. He was driving home, had an accident and died. So you turn left, no support. Turn right, no support. But the Bible said He called those things that be not as though they were. You know, some of you don't know how this thing works. What God told you will come to pass. But the day you realize that it's not money that sponsors destiny, it's faith, that's the day you will wake up. You will look for money, you won't find it. As important as it is, it's faith that brings money. Please sit down. Scarcity. 1 Kings 17. You read the story of Elijah. I don't have time. From verse 1 to 8, God sent Elijah, go tell Ahab, there shall be no rain. And Elijah came, verse 1, like a warrior before God whom I stand. There shall be no rain or dew, doing the will of God. But the question is, how will you survive? I'm telling you how faith works. You know what God did? Sent the guy to a brook. He sat there for more than 1 year to survive. That's what scarcity will do. See, there are seasons of your life where God will hide you in a school for 4 years, because you need to pass through that season. All we have is enough to eat. Ravens will bring bread morning and evening. He will drink water from there. As if that was not enough, the water dried up. God now sent him. The only person available to be sent to was a widow. And Elijah came. The widow was gathering firewood. He said, give me a cup of water. As the widow wanted to go, he said, add cake. Who told you there's cake in this land? Are you not aware where we are? Are you not the one who shut the heaven? There's no cake anywhere. The one remaining, I want to eat it and die today. We have surrendered to death. And Elijah said, no, the cake won't finish. Go and make for me first. See, if you don't know faith, you will be shocked too. I said, what is left is to eat and die. He said, make for me first. God sent you on a mission. You thought wealth will come from everywhere. Then for 10 years, you are barely surviving. Barely surviving. Those are the things that teach you the way of faith. The question is, will that purpose be fulfilled? Yes, but you must pass through this class. The reason, no matter what amount of money comes to you tomorrow, it won't shake you, is because, like Paul, you have mastered how to abound and to abase. It's part of the syllabus of faith. So you can't move Paul with money. He knows what it means to suffer, to despair. He knows lack. Your rank as an apostle is not the money you account, it's the doggedness of your faith. In 2 Corinthians 8 verse 1, Paul said, I will not hide from you the suffering that we went through in Achaia. He said, we despaired even unto death. That's 2 Corinthians, I think 1 verse 8 now. The situation was so bad, it was as if they were dying. For we would not, brethren, have you ignorant of our trouble which came to us in Asia, that we were pressed out of measure, above strength, in so much that we despaired even of life. Verse 9. He said, but we had the sentence of death in ourselves, that we should not trust in ourselves, but in God. See, in the journey of faith, a time will come when you will lack so much that God will become your water. God will become your food. Nothing will come from anywhere. If you will eat something, you will trust God to eat. But it doesn't mean what God told you is a lie. It's part of the process. Many don't know this. That's why God spoke to them. They thought it will happen immediately. And when they are not seeing it, they give up. Those who know faith, they don't give up. They stand to the end. Because the end is what justifies the means. Number 3, persecution.
When you hold my hands,